Hi there, I'm Scott Tennant, and I'm going to be leading you through a workout. Let me ask you, have your flexors ever felt flabby? Your extensors tired and weak? Has your metacarpal phalangeal ever been stiff and your bars limp? Well, in this video, I'm going to be leading you through hand positions, fingernails, rest stroke and free stroke, arpeggios, scale speed, tremolo, and I'm going to be leading you through a great warm-up. So now it's time to get pumping nylon. Now, because we're going to be playing a lot together during this video, it's necessary to tune with me. Now, if I go too fast, feel free to push your pause button and take your time. I'll be starting from the first string. I'll play each note 4 times. Here we go. First string, E. Second string, B. Now third string, G. Fourth string, D. Fifth string, A. And the sixth string, E. Now that we're in tune, let's go. Now, before we get going big time here, we should stop for a second and talk about sitting position. A good sitting position allows for 3 things to happen. Number 1, it allows your upper body to have maximum freedom. Your shoulders, your arms, your neck, and between your shoulder blades. It's a stress point for a lot of people, and it's good to have an alignment there and nice and relaxed. Also, your shoulders have to be relaxed. Number 2, a good position allows for maximum movement of the arms. Your arms have a lot of freedom. And number 3, you have to have a position that allows you endurance, because you're going to be sitting in this position sometimes for hours, and it has to be comfortable and stable. Now, I prefer the traditional position of a footstool, and you probably all know how this works. Your left leg goes up on the footstool, unless of course you're left-handed, and then we go on the other leg, and etc. You got the picture. Goes up there, and this then gives the guitar a little slant, which is good. It settles the right hand right into its position, and it gives the left hand plenty of room to work. Notice there are 3 points of contact. 1 in the left leg, 2 right at the sternum here, and 3 just inside the right leg. Now, another very important point is that the top of the guitar should face upward slightly, not pointing straight at the second row of the audience or down at the first row or the orchestra pit. That's not going to project at all. The sound comes out of this little sound hole here. So you have to aim it. You have to aim it just slightly upward, just above the heads of the audience. We're talking, ideally for a recital hall here. Another thing that allows for is in slanting the guitar, the back of the guitar can resonate freer because it's not totally touching your body. The main point of contact, as I said, is contact point number 2 here, where this bout, the back of this bout touches your chest. Now let's talk about the body. The body should be settled into a position where the spine is as straight as possible. Now, why don't you try this with me? This is kind of fun. Imagine that there's a rope coming out the top of your head, and it's an extension of your spine. Okay? This is an Alexander technique that I picked up a while back. But it's really handy, and I do this all the time. The rope, again, is coming out the top of your head. And so I want you to feel now from your tailbone and kind of visualize up your spine, straightening out, up your neck, through the top of your head and to the top of the rope. You're not holding on to your spine, okay, the rope. Now you're dangling there like a marionette. And I want you to feel your spine stretching a little bit and straightening out. And your chin might drop a little bit, but that's fine. That means the back of your neck is straight. Now settle into it and drop the rope. Now feel your body settle into this position. Relax your shoulders. Settle into it. Keep your back straight. Now this is going to allow you maximum workspace. With the left hand, you can reach up here easily, and by still keeping the spine straight, you can reach. You don't have to hunch. You can reach around. The right hand has plenty of workspace here, so it's really ideal, I think. If the footstool makes you feel uncomfortable, as it does with a lot of people, makes them feel uncomfortable in the lower back, maybe their hip or their knee, then there are plenty of devices on the market that you can obtain. There are cushions. I use a particular cushion at home that basically boosts the guitar up for you without a footstool. And this allows your feet to stay straight on the ground, flat on the ground, I mean. And you just put this cushion here, and it boosts it up for you. Likewise, there are other devices that attach to your guitar with suction cups or maybe a clamp, and these will then allow you to put your feet flat on the floor and boost your guitar up without a footstool. So if you have any problems like that, feel free to experiment with these because they're really widely available. So in summing up, it's very simple. You want a position that's going to allow you comfort and stability, and a position that's going to allow you to work for a prolonged period of time. Again, if you have any discomfort, the best thing to do, anywhere that is, the best thing to do is to stop what you're doing and take a good stretch, and you'll last longer. All right? To me, I think the most important thing in a hand position is maintaining as straight a wrist as possible. Let me show you why. Let's do a little experiment. Put your hand out to your side. Now make a fist. Keep your wrist straight and just make a fist. Do it back and forth. Feels comfortable, doesn't it? Feels natural, no big deal. Now bend your wrist. Bend your wrist down and follow me. Just make a fist. Make a fist now. That doesn't feel too comfortable to me. Feels unnatural. Now let's try something else. Put your hand out straight in front of you and turn your hand this way to the right. That's a position a lot of guitarists find themselves in. Now make a fist. Ouch. That doesn't feel too comfortable to me. I wouldn't want to do that over and over. What I'm getting at is this. When we play, we're basically making little fists back and forth for hours sometimes. Think of that. When we play guitar, we're doing this. We're flexing and extending, flexing and extending. Like I say, sometimes for hours. Very important to maintain a straight wrist. Now, let's look at our left hand position. Now I want you to take your left arm